Background going. Be sure to remove the Mookie guard from the dice tray there. That's important. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Kind of a lazy Saturday here, but we're having a Saturday game. Mostly because I won't have a game Sunday or Monday. The plan is to be back with you on Tuesday. But, yeah, at this point, to be honest, I can't promise that even. It's one day at a time. Tentatively scheduled for Tuesday will be the next game. And that's going to be the Yankees and the Senators. I forget who's home even. Yankees at Senators. Okay, that would be the final game actually of May 31st. That tentatively scheduled for Tuesday. Today we've got Houston Astros at St. Louis. It's a short 2-game series. Cardinals won the first game. Innings, 41 hits, 10 walks, 25 strikeouts. The big thing that stands out for me is the 8 home runs allowed. The Astros are in 4th place. They are 3.5 games back of the Phillies and the Pirates. Cardinals right behind them in 5th, 5 out at 520-20. Yeah, my favorite number. And hello to Razor, hello Ben Witz, hello Bob Cole. And we're frozen already. Great. But we're back. Okay. Well, I turned off the TV. I try to remember to do that. Thinking that might be sapping some of the streaming bandwidth or something. Hello, Sir Squally Wally, a new name here. That one I think I would remember. Hello, Mike C. Welcome aboard. Wasn't sure how many people would pop in on a Saturday. Got my coffee. I didn't get a water, but I'll proceed anyway. If I need water, we can always get that. And oh, I know why. Because I ran the dishwasher this morning, so I washed my water glass. Astros. Interesting lineup for the Astros. No Jimmy Wynn today and no Bob Aspromonte. I think that's the first time all season, and they've played 45 games. Most every team has given even their stars a day off by now, so Grady Hatton finally decides to do the same with Wynn and Aspromonte. It'll be Joe Morgan leading off at second, Sonny Jackson at short. I'm laughing because the more I learn about Grady Hatton, the more I think he was just not a good manager. Rusty Staub in right field hits third. Jim Gentile in the cleanup spot. Dave Nicholson will be in center, hitting 5th. Lee May is in left. Felix Mantilla at third base. John Bateman does the catching and hits 8th, and Latman is the pitcher. And there's E-Rose. He's for the Cardinals. Another new face, I believe. My apologies if I'm mistaken. Unless somebody changed their name, right? Hello, Bob Merrow. And welcome, everybody. We're about ready to get underway here. Warm enough in Spokane, 55, but kind of gloomy looking out there. And here we go. Washburn's ready to go to work. Up to the plate steps Joe Morgan. Morgan hitting .266, 3 home runs, 25 RBIs. Washburn into the windup. And here we go on a 1-8. It's a high fly ball to deep right field. Going back is Tolan. That's going to be off the wall. Morgan almost a second already. Rounding headed for third, and he is in there with a triple. So an exciting start to the ball game. A leadoff triple from Joe Morgan. How about that? And that'll bring up Sonny Jackson now. Early in the game, I'm going to roll for Innerback. And they will be in. So early on, St. Louis bringing the infield in. And here's Sonny Jackson. Jackson at 303. 2 homers, 19 RBIs. And I see the very top of the familiar Franklin Long logo there. Hello, Franklin. And a year anniversary for Ben, more or less. Here's the pitch to Sonny Jackson now. It's going to be a 2-6 right-handed. Base hit into left field. He dunks it in front of Brock. Morgan can walk home. Jackson will round in, hold it first with the RBI single, and Houston jumps out in front 1-0. Jackson, of course, with excellent speed. Let's check the battery now for St. Louis. Washburn a -1. McCarver a -1 arm. That would make Jackson a 17. That's not going to get it done. He'll be held at 15 with Rusty Staub coming up to the plate. Staub at 310, 7 home runs, 40 runs batted in. And Jackson's going to try for that lead. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. 3, he's got it. What did I say he was? 1-15. McCarver's throw down there. He's stolen it on a possible overthrow. McCarver, let's check him out now. 1 through 7. And he does not overthrow. So a stolen base for Sonny Jackson. For Sonny, that is his 9th stolen base of the season. And here's the next pitch to Straub. 4-4 left-handed, hard ground ball to third base, X. Okay, that's going to be, hang on a second here. That's Smith, a 318. It took me a minute there. Error range, it's a 7 on a 13. Smith makes the play, and the runner will hold. So 5-3X, Staub retired. 1 down. And here's Jim Gentile now. Gentile at 260, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. Washburn a glance at Jackson. Jackson to steal third. 14 minus 212. And he'd have to get the lead. Nope, he won't be trying that. And here's the pitch to Gentile. 4-7 left-handed is a single into right field. That's going to be good enough to drive in Jackson from second on a 2-star single. Give an RBI to Gentile, and Houston leads it 2-0. Gentile, definitely no threat to run. Very slow. And the batter will be Nicholson. Nicholson playing center today. It's 257, 5 homers, 14 RBIs. Still just 1 away. 3 hits in the inning so far off of Washburn. And here's the pitch from the stretch to Nicholson. It's a 5-5 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Big strikeout early for Ray Washburn. And with 2 down, here's Lee May. May hitting 286, 5 homers, 18 runs batted in. May, it's going to be a 4-3 from Washburn at left-handed, a grounder to the pitcher X. Washburn a 3E26. And here's the play. On a 19, he makes the play and throws him outside retired. The 1-3X. And for Houston, they get 2 runs on 3 hits and leave 1. After half an inning of play, it's Houston 2, St. Louis coming to bat against Barry Latman. Here's the lineup for the Cardinals. Lou Brock leading off in left field. Bobby Tolan in right. Kurt Flood is in center. Orlando Cepeda at first. Tim McCarver catching, hitting 5th. Charlie Smith at 3rd. Jerry Buchek is the shortstop, and Julian Javier at 2nd, with Washburn, a decent hitting pitcher, in the 9th spot. So the Cardinals, pretty much the regular lineup we've seen from them for a while now. Mookie's in the same position he was yesterday. He's on the couch position. All right. Latman's ready to go to work here in the bottom of the inning. Lou Brock will lead it off. He comes into the game hitting .277, 4 homers, 15 RBIs. The pitch from Barry Latman is going to be a 4-8 left-handed. That's a grounder wide of second. Morgan there to plug up the hole and throws to Gentile for the out. And that'll bring up Bobby Tolan. It's been a struggle for Tolan. He's just 4 for 42. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. That's a batting average of .095. Latman's pitch to the lefty. On a 6-8 left-handed, single to 10, it's going to be a liner towards second, and Morgan makes the catch. That almost made it into right field. Well, liner to second. 6-8 lefty, single to 10. Just missed it, and here's Flood. Kurt Flood at .298, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. Latman into the windup. That's going to be a 6-5 right-handed. That is a hard hit ball into left field. Going back is May, triple to 4, and look at that. May can't get to it. It's bouncing around. Flood's rounding second, headed for third, and he is in there with a triple. So Morgan had a triple at the top of the inning. Flood with a triple in the bottom of the inning. And that'll get Orlando Cepeda to the plate in the first inning. Cepeda with St. Louis, .261 home run. Overall for Orlando, let me find his combined numbers here. .240 with 3 home runs. 2 away, Latman checks the runner. Now set, and it's a 4-10 right-handed to Cepeda. That's going to be a grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Jackson, a 3E40. And here's the play. On a 13, he makes the play and throws him out. Nice play, Sonny Jackson, to retire the side. X play to short for the Cardinals. No runs, a hit, 1 left. After an inning, it's 2-0 St. Louis. And greetings to Gerald. Welcome aboard. What a second here. What happened to my stats? There they are. Did you do that, Mookie? He didn't. Okay, second inning. Thinking about the new game coming out and how many people bought products Strat opening day or thereabouts. I just bought the 2024 season on Windows. A lot of people got the, I should just, show of hands how many purchased the 1970 set, which was new this year. Felix Mantilla is going to lead it off. He hasn't played very much, but he's 11 for 33. 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. Seen most of his action at first base so far, but he's playing third base today. And here's the pitch from Washington. It's a 1-8 righty, hard grounder to third. Smith backhands it and throws him out. 1 down. Okay, here's Bateman, the catcher. Bateman hitting .281, 5 home runs, 22 RBIs. It does, Razor. I agree. 4-2 right-handed. That's a routine ground ball to short. Buchek gloves it, fires it over to Cepeda, and quickly there's 2 down. You're making me want to look at it again, Razor. Here is Latman. He's a right-handed batter. 2W. And on a 3-6, slow roller to short. Buchek comes in on it. Fires to Cepeda. 3 worm killers and an easy 1-2-3 inning for Washburn. I wanted to look primarily at his, see, he only had 93 at-bats that year, so he's pretty close, I would think, to playing himself out of a job. How many at-bats did I say he had? Well, no, he's about halfway there. 42, now 43 at-bats for Tolan. When did he bat in real life, in fact? Wait, that's not him. 172. He's not even hitting close to that. I don't know about you guys, and it's not that I'm partial to the Cardinals or anything, but I kind of look forward to him sitting down. It's just a terrible card. Of course, we're only about a quarter through the season, give or take. There's going to be a lot of changes to these lineups. Well, by the time we get about halfway into the season, I can promise you that. Okay, bottom of the second, Tim McCarver will lead it off for the Redbirds. McCarver leads the club in batting, at least in qualified at-bats, at .347. 2 homers, 21 RBIs. 2-5 to the right-hander, and McCarver slashes a single into right field. Leadoff single for McCarver, one of the few star stealers among catchers. So let's check the Houston battery now. Latman with a fine -3 hold. Bateman a 0. That would make McCarver a 12, and they will not hold him. So the hold of Latman keeping McCarver close. And here's Charlie Smith now. Smith batting .306, 2 homers, a dozen RBIs. Oh, wow, you used to go to opening day. I'm kind of envious there, Razor, I'll tell you. That's a long way to travel for me, and I really don't fly well. Honestly, if I was going to go that far, I think I'd rather go to Cooperstown than Glen Head, to be honest with you. Okay, here's the pitch from the stretch to Smith. 1-8, single 2 stars, and McCarver all the way to third, and the Cardinals are in business here in the bottom of the second with runners at the corners and nobody out. Smith, no threat to run, and the batter will be Jerry Buchek. Buchek hitting .345, 2 homers, 21 RBIs. And the Astros will keep it at double play depth. Welcome to Meister. Runners take their lead. Latman out of the stretch. It's going to be a 6-7 righty, and he loses in ball 4, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. That's going to send Bateman out to the mound. 2 singles and a walk to open up the second here. Astros lead 2-0. The Cardinals definitely threatening here, and Julian Javier will be the batter. Javier, I'm trying to find him here. Oh my goodness, he's only hitting .173. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Infield back. Latman's pitch on a 4-10 right-handed is a grounder to short X. That could be 2. 3E40 for Jackson. Here's the play on a 3. He's not going to get that. He knocks it down, has no play. It'll go as an infield single, and a run will score. McCarver crosses the plate. Smith to third, Buchek to second. And it's a 2-1 ball game. Still nobody out. Washburn a B bunter. And he's also a 6-hitter with N power. Runner on third is Smith. Not a good runner. Washburn is going to hit away. Infield back. Latman's still trying to get that double play ball. 3-5 right-handed, grounder to second, and there it is. It's Morgan to Jackson and Gentile. They'll tie the game. But 2 outs on the play. No RBI. And Buchek standing at third with 2 down. That swings us back to the top of the order and Lou Brock. Brock 0 for 1. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Hello there, Doug Hunt. Here's the pitch to Brock on a 6-12 lefty. It's a fly to left field X. That's May. It's going to be a tough chance for May. May of 4E14. And here's the play on a 19. Can't get it. That's a single, and the Cardinals take the lead on an RBI single by Lou Brock. So Buchek scores. Javier was erased. And Brock, of course, the major league leader in stolen bases with 19. 16, he'll be held at 14. With 2 outs, why not? 2 through 7. 7, he's got the lead, 1 to 14. There he goes. Bertman's throw down. He's caught like a thief in the night. Yeah, that'll end the inning. Had to gamble there with 2 down. So that wraps it up in the second. The Cardinals take the lead with 3 runs on 4 hits. And Bobby Tolan will start the third with a fresh count. And there's Larry Waters. I may have said that already, huh? Yeah, I'm telling you guys, my short-term memory. Hello, Rick. Okay. 3-2 ball game. We go to the third. Still not quite myself, which is understandable, of course. All I can say is I'm doing the best I can. And it is a welcome diversion. Okay, here's Morgan. He tripled and scored his first time up. Washburn gets the sign. That's going to be a 5-8 left-handed. Single to 2, grounder towards first base. And Cepeda has it and takes it to the bag himself. That'll bring out Jackson. Jackson singled, stole second, came around to score. Washburn's pitch is a 6-5 lefty. It's a grounder short X. That's going to be a tough chance for Buchek. Buchek, of course, a 4.56. And here's the play on a 7. He makes a nice stop, throws across in time. Nice play, Jerry Buchek. Buchek flashing the leather here in the third. Thank you, Razor. So what that means essentially is that the West Coast will catch up with me, finally. Okay, here's Staub, 2 down. Washburn into the windup, 5-7 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Washburn now has retired 8 in a row after a rocky start and finds his club on top 3-2. Latman will face Tolan and then the heart of the order. Tolan 0 for 1. Latman's pitch on a 3-8 righty. Ground ball to second base. Routine for Morgan. Flips to Gentile. And the struggles of Bobby Tolan continue. Here's Flood now. He tripled his first time up and was left standing at third. Latman with a 4-8 right-handed fly ball to straightaway center. A few steps back is Nicholson, and he makes the grab and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the third. Orlando Cepeda will be the hitter. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Orlando's a 6-5. That's a high fly ball to left field. Triple to 4. Back is Lee May, and he can't get it. That's going to be down, and he's chasing it down, and Cepeda being waved into third, and he's in there with the game's third triple. How about that? The triple parade continues here in the 1966 replay. Yeah, that's very true, Ben. Yep. I hadn't even thought about that yet, but you're right. Runner at third, 2 down. McCarver trying to pick him up. Pitch from Latman on a 4-8 lefty. Grounder to second base is Morgan to Gentile, and that'll do it. So the Cardinals leave another runner at third base, but after 3, they still lead at 3-2. So we got a good game here so far. Jim Gentile started off. He singled his first time up. Washburn gets the sign from McCarver. That's going to be a 4-5 left-handed. He lifts one into the other way into left field. Brock drifting over and makes the grab for the out. That'll bring up Dave Nicholson. He struck out in the first. Washburn's pitch to the righty is a 1-6. Called strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Nicholson. Third of the game for Washburn as Nicholson is rung up by home plate umpire Mel Steiner. And that'll bring up Lee May. Even the lottery don't do that. You're right, Franklin. The pitch to May is going to be a 5-11 lefty, and that is a high fly ball to deep right field. Tolan back at the track, at the wall. He makes the catch climbs the wall and makes the catch at the wall. Oh my goodness. Fine play by Bobby Tolan. Take a home run away from Lee May. It's just allowed out to right. Let's take another look at it. 5-11 lefty to 15. He has the power, but he rolls the 17. And Washburn now has retired 11 straight. Washburn started off a little rocky, but he certainly settled into a groove. Yes, and for me, with my fake-out method, all it means is I'll be broadcasting at 1:30 instead of 2:30. My clock never changes. I stay on Arizona time year-round. Wait, I got to read this comment from Ben here. I can't see it all. A 1935 game features someone who had much become much better known as an umpire, played briefly with the White Sox. Should we treat that as a trivia question, Ben? God, that reminds me, I've been forgetting to ask for questions. I'm not surprised, really. Anybody know the answer to that one? If not, I'm sure Ben will tell us. As the Cardinals come to bat here in the bottom of the fourth. Smith will lead it off. He singled his first time. Latman the windup. It's a 2-6. He pops him up on the left side. Mantilla over to make the catch. And there's one down. Here's Buchek now. Buchek walked his first time up. The windup and the pitch is a 2-4 righty. Comebacker. Latman knocks it down, picks it up, tosses to Gentile for the out. And here's Julian Javier with 2 down. Singled in a run his first time up. Latman into the windup. It's a 4-8 right-handed. That's going to be a fly to straightaway center, and Nicholson is there, and it's an easy inning for Barry Latman. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. After 4 complete, it's 3-2 St. Louis. Latman a 6 for endurance, and Washburn is a 7 as we go to the 5th. Briefly for the White Sox. Played in 35 to become an umpire. You know, I don't have the first freaking clue. I'm not even going to pretend that I do. To the 5th we go. Bottom third of the order for Houston. Felix Mantilla's 0 for 1. Washburn into the windup. It's going to be a 2-6 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Brock backing up on the track pulls it in. So Mantilla gave it a ride. It's just a loud out to left. And the batter will be Bateman. Washburn staring in to get the sign. Here's the pitch to John Bateman on a 2-2. Hard ground ball to third. Smith backhands it. Fires to Cepeda. And Washburn just cruising along now. And here's Latman. He will hit with 2 outs. And here's the pitch on a 6-3. It's a fly to right field X. Tough chance for Tolan. 3E15. And here's the play. On a 6, he can't get to it. That's going to be a base hit for Barry Latman. 2-out single by the pitcher. And Joe Morgan will come to bat here in the 5th. I would almost bet that nobody's going to get this one, Ben. Here's Morgan now, 1 for 2. Washburn gets the sign. From the stretch, it's a 4-10 left-handed, and did he go around? They check with the third base umpire. He did not. That'll be a 2-out walk to Joe Morgan. Morgan, a master of drawing the walk. And for Morgan, that's walk number 43 on the season. In just the Astros' 46th game. That'll get Sonny Jackson to the plate. First and second, 2 down. Washburn had retired 13 in a row before the single to Latman. Now a walk to Morgan. And Gerald nails it. Nice job. Washburn checks the runners. Full windup, and the pitch is a 1-6. It's a single into right field, 2 stars. They're sending Latman to the plate. He will score. Morgan all the way to third. And it's a tie ball game. Jackson, 19-17. Jackson held at 15. Staub at the plate with 2 outs. He's going to try for it. 2 through 5, 11 and 12. No, he's not. With Jackson held, runners at the corners, 2 down, Staub will hit away. Here's the pitch on a 1-7 fly ball to straightaway center. Flood ranging over to make the grab, and the side is retired. But the Astros tie it up. A run on 2 hits. They leave 2. And it's a 3-3 ball game. And, yep, we got a game, folks. Washburn's gonna bat. He's a 6 with end power. Latman with the pitch. It's gonna be a 3-6 right-handed. Struck him out. Washburn down on strikes, and here's Lou Brock once again. 1 for 2 today. Caught stealing after singling in the second. That would make him 19-4 on the season now. The pitch is a 2-6 right-handed, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Latman. His first 2 of the afternoon. And here's Tolan. Latman gets the sign. 3-7, grounder to second base. Morgan has it. Flips to Gentile. And it's an easy inning for Latman, who's now retired 7 in a row himself. And that's going to move us along to the 6th inning today. Hello there, Michael. And yeah, exactly. That's what my buddy Eric calls it, Steve time. He says, so you'll be off of Steve time. No, I'm still on it. Everybody else catches up. All right, here's Gentile. Is anybody confused yet? Gentile 1 for 2. Washburn with the pitch. It's a 4-9 left-handed, and it's a base hit into right field. Gentile 2 for 3. And the batter will be Nicholson. Gentile, no threat to run, of course. Hello, Robert. Pulled out an alternator. What fun, indeed. From the stretch, the pitch to Nicholson is a 1-8 called strike 3. And it's the hat trick for Bill Nicholson. This time called strike 3 as plate umpire Mel Steiner rings him up. So 1 away, and here's Lee May. May 0 for 2. Washburn out of the stretch. It's going to be a 5-8 left-handed. That's a grounder toward first, single to 2. And he's got it. Oh my goodness, it gets past the first baseman, Cepeda. And Gentile had to wait to see what happened, and as slow as he is, he's only going to get as far as second anyway. But on a 5-8 lefty, single to 2, he rolls the 1. How about that? First and second, 1 away. Here's Mantilla. Now there's activity in the St. Louis pen. It's Cepeda, McCarver, Smith, Buchek. Dangerous territory here with this. Lefty Hal Wodashik and the righty Don Dennis throwing down there. Horner available only in an emergency and 1 inning max today. And here's Felix Mantilla. Washburn gets the sign. The full windup. It's a 5-10 right-handed. That's going to be catcher's card. That's McCarver. Tim a 3E3, and here's the play. On a 4, it's going to be a wild pitch followed by a pop out. So both runners will move up. And then on the very next pitch, Mantilla pops out to McCarver. Charge a wild pitch to Washburn. And it will be up to Bateman. And out to the mound goes McCarver. A little conference here. They might just put him on and pitch to Latman. Bateman, the 8 hitter, but he came into the game with 5 home runs and 22 RBIs. And yep, they're going to hold up 4 wide ones. And it will be an intentional walk to Bateman. Now what do you do if you're Houston? I really hadn't considered removing Latman. And we have to at least think about it, don't we? 1966, as Kenyon would say, he bats. Here's the pitch from Washburn. That's going to be a 4-5. He lifts one to lazy ball to right field, and Tolan puts it away. And the Astros waste a huge opportunity here. No runs, 2 hits. They leave the bases loaded. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, I agree, too. Latman's a good pitcher. He's only pitched 5 innings. It's too early to pull him, despite the fact that he's a 6 for endurance. Well, we'll see how it pans out. Heart of the order for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 6th in a tie game. Flood 1 for 2 today. Latman gets the sign. Comes in there with a 2-4. Flood goes the other way with it. Lazy fly ball to right. Staub drifting over and puts it away. Good point, Franklin. Yes, it does. Here's Cepeda 1 for 2. 6-4 right-handed. Hard ground ball to third. Mantilla. And over to Gentile. Nice stop by Mantilla. 2 away. And the batter will be Tim McCarver. McCarver 1 for 2. Latman gets the sign. It's a 5-5 lefty, swung on and missed, strike 3, and now it's Latman who's retired 10 in a row. And to think I was even considering hitting for him. That was his first endurance inning too, and for Washburn, going to the 7th, it will be his first inning of potential fatigue. And he'll be facing the top of the Houston order. A lot of left-handed hitters in this Houston lineup. Washburn gets the sign from McCarver now. The pitch to Joe Morgan is a 5'10 left-handed. That's catcher's card. McCarver tested again. 3E3. On a 19, it's a foul out to the catcher. McCarver makes the play. One down, and the batter will be Sonny Jackson. Jackson 2 for 3 today. Washburn into the windup. 3-6 righty. Fly ball to straightaway right. Tolan drifting over, and he gloves it. 2 quick outs here in the 7th, and here's Rusty Staub. Staub 0 for 3 today, as Washburn gets the sign. 6'9 left-handed. That is banged into right center. Triple to 5, and that's going to be rolled past Tolan. Staub being waved to third, and can you believe this? He's in there with the 4th triple of the day. Let's take another look at that. 6'9, triple to 5, he rolls to 3. Sure enough, A triple for Rusty Staub. Just his second of the season. That'll get Gentile up here. He's 2 for 3. Washburn, a look at third. Now the windup down the pitch is a 2-10 right-handed called strike 3. Home plate umpire rings him up, Gentile barking at him. He says, "You better sit down before you get tossed, Jim." So for Houston, no runs, a hit, 1 left. As we stretch, we're all knotted up at 3. And this, I can't believe he hasn't moved the entire game. Are you ready for this? Apparently he's so used to the dice now, he's not even trying to go after them anymore. There he is, the Mookie cat. What's up there, Mookie? Okay, I'm going to top off my coffee. And then we'll get back to the action. Only about a half a cup left. But that should get me through the game. I've been cutting back a little bit on the coffee. So after this half a cup, it'll be time for decaf tea. Yes, sir, Doug, the life of a cat. I hear that. I've said it before for many years now. If there is reincarnation, I want to come back as a cat in a nice home. Not a stray cat in the alley, in other words. An alley cat. Who remembers that song? I remember a period of time where my dad used to play that all the time. Stuck in my head so much that it's even on my iPod. There's another one that shows my age, right? Who has an iPod anymore? Great line, Al, and welcome aboard, by the way. Sorry if I didn't see you come in earlier. All knotted up at 3. We're going to the bottom of the 7th here in St. Louis. Charlie Smith to lead it off. He's 1 for 2. Latman in his second endurance inning. The pitch is a 3-10 right-hander, and he promptly lifts one into right field. It's going to drop in front of Staub, and Smith aboard with a leadoff single. So Smith 2 for 3. No threat to run. And that's going to get him stirring in the Houston pen. Right, left. This is a tough one. And this pen, of course, a mess. Taylor. Let's take a look at this Monte Agudo. We might be able to use him here. So 2 righties throwing, Ron Taylor and Aurelio Monteagudo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Yeah, I don't bother chasing mice around. Sorry, couldn't resist. I know, I promised I wouldn't sing again, right? Well, I lied. Okay. Buchek 0 for 1 with a walk. Latman from the stretch now. That's a 6-9 right-handed swung on and missed. Strike 3. Fourth strikeout for Lapman, all coming in the last 3 innings. And the batter will be Julian Javier. Hey, Ben, I was a drummer. What do you expect? Hello, Living Room Sports. Just live bet the Astros plus 1.5. Nice. Well, you brought it up, Franklin. Here comes Javier, 1 for 2. What to do with Washburn now? I'm going to throw it out there. Your opinions are welcomed and encouraged and appreciated. Do we hit for Washburn? We'll see what happens with Javier as Lapman from the stretch delivers a 1-4 righty. Did you see that dice jump? Fly ball into right, playable for Staub, and there are 2 away. Now what to do with Washburn? I know we got at least 2 St. Louis fans here. What would you do? Gerald wants to hit for him. Washburn has got hit a little bit harder the last couple of innings. On the other side of the coin, he's a 6 with end power. But he's a right-handed hitter, and Lapman much tougher on righties. Yes, he's pitched his 7 endurance innings. So pretty much everybody wants to hit, except Bob Cole chimes in, says keep him in with 2 out. So we've got 3 to pinch hit, 1 to keep him in. I was on the fence, but kind of leaning to keeping him in. Anybody else? I like to get you guys involved. And my decision-making processes are pretty much at an all-time low this past week. Larry wants to know who's on the bench. There's only one left-hander on the bench. And that's Tito Francona. That's who we would use. We're close enough that I'm going to roll the die for it. 1 to 3 he hits, 4 to 6 we pinch hit. He's going to hit. Francona stays on the bench. Here's the pitch to Washburn. Ready for this? 4-7, swung on and missed. Strike 3. I really thought Washburn was going to get a hit. Then we'd be going, well, all that for nothing. Anyway, the Cardinals 1 hit, no runs. They strand 1. Still 3-3 after 7. Both starters still in it, which you know I like it that way. That's why I'm playing 60s baseball, let's face it. Ride those starters hard. God, I miss those days. Even into the 80s, you could do it. My 82 replay, I'm riding them pretty hard, but by the time the steroid era rolled around, things started getting tough on pitchers. Everybody doping, pitchers going for max velocity. You guys all know the drill. Okay, 8th inning. Washburn in his 2nd endurance inning, pitching to Nicholson, who he struck out all 3 times today. Here's the windup on the pitch. That's going to be a 3-5, and he loses him ball 4. Oh, that's a bad sign for Washburn. He's owned Nicholson all day, and now he walks him to start the 8th. Lee May with Mantilla on deck. Washburn working from the stretch now. On a 4-5 left-handed, May lifts one in the other way into left field. Brock cruising over. And he's got it, 1 down. Here's Felix Mantilla now. Mantilla 0 for 3 today. Washburn getting the sign from the stretch. It's a 3-11 grounder back to Washburn. He's got it. Turns, fires down to Javier for 1. To Cepeda, double play. Nice play by Washburn, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And it's still 3-3. And the A's, Franklin, right? Franklin says it'll be interesting to see how the Rays do in the minor league park. What's the capacity? Yeah, that would have made me crazy, Bob. You know me. You hit that right on the nail head. Here's Barry Latman now. He's coming into his 3rd endurance inning. And he'll be facing the top of the St. Louis order. Brock 1 for 3 today. Here's the pitch from Latman. It's a 4-8 left-handed ground ball second base. Morgan's been busy today as he throws Brock out. 1 down. Let's count them up here. I feel like Morgan's made a lot of plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4-3s. And he was in the middle of a double play. Here's Tolan now. Let's see if we've got anybody that can hit for Tolan. Who's in left? Brock's in left. We do, but it would be a right-handed hitter. That makes it interesting. I'm going to let... I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to let Tolan bat. The pitch from Latman is a 4-4. Fly ball to right end shallow. On comes Staub. Still coming. He's there. And with 2 down, Kurt Flood will be the hitter. Flood 1 for 3 on the day. Latman gets the sign. Lined up and pitch is a 1-3 liner right into the glove with Felix Mantilla. Oh my goodness. Take your head off much there, Felix. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and we're going to the 9th inning in a tie game. What a nail biter for a Saturday game, right? Both starting pitchers still in it. Okay, it's Bateman, a pinch hitter, and Morgan. No question about it now. Bateman 0 for 2 was walked intentionally in the 6th. Washburn gets the sign from McCarver. 5-9 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to right field. Bateman has the power. 1-5. He makes the catch at the track. Excuse me, that's actually to left field. 5-9 fly ball to left, allowed out from Bateman, and now we're going to have a pinch hitter for Latman. Jim Owens begins tossing. He was in this game in real life. And we're about ready to get into that scary Houston bullpen. Latman, 8 innings, 5, 6, 7 hits, 3 runs, walked only 1, and struck out 2, 3, 5. Let's check the bench now. Bottom of the 8th, it can only be one guy, can't it? Out of the dugout steps the toy cannon. Wynn pinch hit in this game in real life. So yeah, no, he wasn't hurt, just a day off. Wynn has carried this club all year, hitting .343, 12 home runs, 47 runs batted in 45 games. Washburn into the windup. 2-4 righty, hard ground ball to third. Smith has it, fires across to Cepeda, and that'll do it for Wynn. Here's Morgan now. 1 for 3 with a walk as Washburn goes into the windup. It's a 5-3 fly to left field X. That's Brock. Tough chance for Brock. 3E20. It's a 3, and he can't get it. That drops in for a single. So Morgan aboard for the third time today with 2 down. -2 battery, 13. They've got to hold him at 11. They can't take any chances. He's the potential go-ahead run there. And Sonny Jackson, who's 2 for 4, steps to the plate. Washburn into the windup. The pitch to Sonny. A 5-6 swung on and missed. Strike 3. No runs a hit, 1 left on. Holy cow. Washburn goes 9. And Jim Owens will come on to pitch the 9th for Houston. I don't think they are either, Franklin. The Montreal Rays? I don't know, it could happen. It'll be Cepeda, McCarver, and Smith when we go to the bottom of the 9th. Let's take a look at Owens' numbers as he gets loose. He's been their best pitcher, 2-2 with a save, 1.83. Cepeda 1 for 3 today. Owens gets the sign now. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch on the 2-6. Hard line drive right at Felix Mantilla. That's 2 in a row. Line to Mantilla. And the batter will be McCarver. 1 for 3 today. Owens into the windup. That's a 3-10 righty. Pops him up. Left side, Sonny Jackson squeezes it for out number 2. And we're 1 out away from extra innings as Charlie Smith comes to bat. Charlie 2 for 3. The pitch from Jim Owens is a 4-5 fly to right field. That's playable for Staub, and we're going to extra innings. Owens with a 1-2-3 9th after 9 innings, 3-3. Washburn. Well, he deserves to at least start the inning. He'll be on a short leash. Woodashik and Don Dennis ready. Let's see if we can read the cards here. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Charging by the inning. You know, sounds far-fetched, Ben, but I'm at the point where practically nothing surprises me anymore. Heart of the order for the Astros. Rusty Staub's 1 for 4 today. Washburn gets the sign from McCarver. That's a 6-4 left-handed, a grounder to short X. That's going to be a tough chance for Buchek. 4E56. Here's the play on a 7, and he makes an incredible stop to his feet and throws him out. What a play by Jerry Buchek. His second fine play of the day. And here's Gentile. 2 for 4 today is Washburn set. Here's the pitch. That's a 3-7. That's going to be hit into center field. A triple to 3. Can it be? No. On a 6, it's run down there by Flood, who sprints into the gap and makes the grab. Two down, and here's Nicholson. Struck out 3 times and then walked. Washburn comes in there with a 1-6, called to strike 3. And that's going to do it for Washburn, but an impressive 10-inning performance today from Ray Washburn. He'll be pinch hit for definitely, so we can close the book on him. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits, 3 runs. He walked 3, one of them intentionally. Struck out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to go with the right-hander, Don Dennis, and now we'll have a hitter. Well, they may not need Dennis, depending on what happens here. It's Buchek, Javier, and a pinch hitter against Jim Owens. Bottom of the 10th, all tied up. Buchek 0 for 2 with a walk today. Owens into the windup. That's a 2-12 righty, and he draws a walk. And Buchek works out the leadoff walk. I'm looking for a possible pinch runner here. And they are going to pinch run. Alex Johnson is going to come on and run for Buchek. Johnson, a star 15 stealer. Owens with a +2 hold. Bateman, of course, is 0. So 17. Johnson held at 15. Boy, would you gamble there? He's automatically caught on a 7. That's the better move, Bob. They have to hold him, so the infield is back, and Javier squares to bunt. He's a D on a 5, and he lays down a good bunt and moves the runner over. And now we'll have a pinch hitter for Washburn. So Johnson in scoring position, 1 away. Let's see what's on the bench here. It's got to be Mike Shannon. Shannon, who batted .288 in real life that year. In the replay, .273, 4 homers, 9 RBIs. And Lou Brock on deck. So Owens back against the wall here. as Shannon stands in from the right side. Owens checks the runner at second. Now the full windup. It's a 6-9. That's going to do it. Triple to 3, and it's a triple. However, it will be ruled a double, since that's all they need to win the game. And the Cardinals walk it off in the bottom of the 10th. Fans are going crazy here in St. Louis. Any of you guys more expert than me on scoring, that is the correct call, right? Yeah, Ben confirms it. So that'll go as an RBI double. And Mike Shannon with the game-winning hit comes off the bench to drive in Alex Johnson. And the Cardinals sweep the short 2-game series from the Astros by winning it here today, 4-3 in 10 innings. And I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. Unless it's a home run, of course. Yep. A homer is a homer, unless, of course, you're George Brett facing Gossage. So, first of all, no need to write Dennis in, right? Washburn picks up a much-needed win with a fine game. He's 2-5 now. Owens takes the loss. That would make his record 2-3. He went 1 1/3. Only gave up 1 hit, but that was all it took. Is that right, Rick? They won the appeal. I forgot about that part of it. I just remember the article in the Bill James Abstract where he says, in baseball, a homer is a homer. That should have never happened. It was a shrewd try by Billy Martin, though. You got to give him an A for effort anyway. Oh, man. Okay. Cardinals in winning 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Astros 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Well, I'm leaning to Washburn as the player of the game. A fine 10-inning performance. And Living Room Sports headed to the ticket window, headed to the cashier. Attaboy to Mike Shannon, of course, for the game winner, but player of the game's got to be Washburn. He gutted it out for 10 innings. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Again, no game Sunday, no game Monday. We will tentatively schedule it for Tuesday when we'll wrap up May 31st, which happens to be my birthday, of course, and that's going to be the Yankees at the Senators. Mel Stottlemyre versus Pete Rickert, so a good matchup coming up in that one. In the meantime, thanks again. Everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple of days. Thanks, guys. There's my buddy Eric Orlowski into the room. Eric making a rare chat appearance there. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. I need to get something to eat. So long, everybody. Take care.